Hello, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. So we got a lot to get into. This is my first video of 2023. So first and foremost, Happy New Year to everyone, which also means happy birthday to me. Your girl is 28 years of age, still feeling like a teenager. But beyond that, I had an amazing birthday, y'all. I swear my birthdays get better with age. And the best way I can sum up kind of how I spent my birthday is to just insert a TikTok that I made here, just kind of giving the gist of what I did. Just know I had a great time, y'all, and I'm gonna just show y'all now. Hey, y'all, come celebrate my 28th birthday with me. So, starting the day with breakfast made by my sister, so sweet of her. So then me and my best friend hit the road to our destination, which was Winston-Salem, North Carolina, about 3 hours away. And this is our hotel. We was like, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Me and my best friend always get the best hotels, I swear. And this is no exception. Like, look at all this space, y'all. Oh my gosh. I was like, yeah, I need to just move in for real. And y'all can see the bathroom was really nice as well. I was just like, yes, this is perfect. Fit for a queen on her day. I love it. I love it. I love it. You see, we had the nice little seating area. It was just a nice room, y'all. I don't know how else to say it, but we always get the best rooms. So after we got settled in, we went ahead and started walking the art district, which I love coming down here, y'all. And by this time, all the galleries were closing up. So I was like, you want to stop in this bar? And we ended up meeting a friend, and we chatted and had a few drinks with my new friend, Rashawn. And the sun was set by now, so we were starting to see the skyline more clearly. And it was so warm, y'all. We was sitting out on the balcony having drinks in the middle of January. Then, y'all, Hurricane Katrina came out of nowhere, started raining, and we had to literally take off running. So our new friend took us to this park so that we could do some recreational activities, if you know what I mean. From here, I was that fun level of drunk, y'all, where it's like, I don't know, euphoric, and you're just having fun and feeling good. Yes. So then, y'all, we had to get back to the hotel, and oh my gosh, I could tell by the camera footage, your girl was on 20. I could barely hold my phone. I was just living my best life, y'all. So then we got back into the hotel room and started getting ready, which, y'all, this is my birthday dress. Got me yet another drink, period. This is my second birthday wearing pink. I think I might just make that a theme. So then we headed downstairs to the hotel's restaurant, which is called the Catherine. And the people behind us didn't stay long, so it was really just us enjoying the restaurant to ourselves for the most part. So then y'all know I had to step into the bathroom, get my little mirror pics in, see what my outfit was really giving, and just having so much fun wearing my pink. Now let's get into the cake, because if you don't got you a best friend like this, you better get you one. But unfortunately, they don't make them like this no more. But yes, my cake was so beautiful. It was so me. Then, of course, I had to end my birthday in this amazing tub, just getting my soak on with all these bubbles. I honestly couldn't think of a better way to end my special day. So, as y'all can see, like, just a phenomenal birthday celebration. And I really don't play about my birthday. Like, I make sure that that is the one day out of the year that I am guaranteed to have a good day. I don't play with nobody on my birthday. If you shaky on the plans, I will just cut it all together and create a new plan. I refuse to be miserable on my birthday. I refuse. So glad that I enjoyed myself for that day. And in the days after that, I just feel like lately I've been having a lot more fun. Like, I've just been balancing my time a lot better. I'm getting more out of the relationships that I have with people. So every day low-key feels like a birthday celebration, to be honest. So the primary focus of this video, y'all, is just the difference that a year's time can make in one's life. Because I went back through my old journals. Y'all know I have journals all the way back from when I was in like eighth grade of just detailed descriptions of what was going on in my life at that particular time, how I felt about it, who was involved. Like, I've always well documented my experience on this earth. I don't know what it is. I just always felt compelled to do so. But in the journals from last year, your girl was just down exceptionally bad from what I can go back and see, and from also what I just remember feeling around that time. Your girl was just totally dissatisfied with life, not optimistic for the future at all. Just not really, it just wasn't really given mental health wise at that time. And I'll go more into that, but it is just amazing how even when you're making like small changes towards like the life you want to live, it's amazing how they can add up over time and really grow into this beautiful life that you step into every day. So that's how I'm gonna preface it, y'all. That's how I'm gonna preface it. But one thing that has absolutely changed is my job situation. And honestly, I've had like three. Why have like damn near all my job situations have been horrendous, but it's like the past couple ones. I don't know if it was just where I was just so much so like seeing through the veil of like capitalism, and just generally I've never really had a lot of respect for authority. So I don't know if that's when it started to really like affect me as I got older, tried to work jobs, but horrendous. But especially the last job, and it wasn't so much like the job itself, because I really do like working in crisis intervention. It was the circumstances surrounding the job. Like the fact that I was waking up every day at 4:45 to get in my vehicle to drive an hour to work and an hour back every day takes a toll on somebody in a way that I can't even really put into words. And I still, to this day, I don't think I really understand the magnitude of what I was doing to myself and how I was burning myself out. And I sometimes look back like, girl, you really was sleep deprived for a year straight. Like, yeah, it was like I would have times where I would get a lot of rest, but just the toll of the driving, and then the 8 hour workday, and then driving after the 8 hour workday, and just not really having a lot of time to yourself in general in the system of capitalism, but just never really been able to recover from all that I was putting myself through. So it's adding up, it's adding up, it's adding up. And it just got to a point where I was like, I don't know what's next, but I can't do this anymore. So I did end up getting a remote job that I still am I'm 8 months in, y'all. I think I'm about 8 months in, and I'm still loving it. I'm loving the arrangement. I love rolling out of bed and logging in, and as opposed to what was going on. I love just being home. I'm always been somebody that loves being at home anyways, but I love not having to leave in the rain, sleet, and snow, because I used to have to drive in horrible weather on this really curvy highway, y'all, and it was just, oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that that's not my reality anymore, and that it never will be again, speaking into existence. But yes, now that I have a better setup at home, it's like I said, my time is just so much more well managed. Like, I don't have to factor in that hour of getting home into my plans of like, yeah, I can come, but I gotta drive an hour from work. I gotta get ready once I get home, and then I can meet you there. Oh yeah, and when I show up, my battery overall is gonna be on -50 because I've been going all day. But yeah, I'll be there. Like, girl, give it up. And I'm so glad I did. But yes, thank God again. Thank you for the divine intervention that got me up out that circumstance. And yeah, that's that on that. So mental health wise, your girl, I'm just in disbelief. Like when I looked back and I saw like how bad off I was mental health wise at that time, I'm just like, what was going on? I think it was a lot of not really knowing what was going on. Like I didn't realize that a lot of the problems I was having was related to like mood issues, like not being able to identify a mood, not being able to regulate a mood. And then summertime came around, so the sun was out every day, and I was like, okay, I'm a Leo rising, so I'm really, really, really activated by the sun. So I was like, okay, feeling good again, feeling vibrant again, like let's go, I could do this. Since this time as well, I have also I have cut so many people out of my life that was main staples at this time last year. And ain't it funny how the moment you get rid of certain people, like your life just flourishes? Like, is it not suspicious? I'm not playing, y'all. I'm really not playing. Like, I do not talk to a lot of my family anymore. I cut out a lot of my family. Pretty much, like, the only family member I talk to for real is my sister and my niece and nephew. And let's just be real, like, anybody else, I'll keep it cute with y'all. Some of y'all can burn in hell for real, but some of y'all will keep it cute with. Beyond that, no. And beyond that, a lot of the stuff that my mom went through, it makes so much sense when I peep who her support system was. It makes so much sense, and I'll leave it at that. And my mother will be vindicated through me, and that's all I will say. Rest her soul, that's all I'll say. I'm a dead that. But moving on. So now let's get into another big change. I have totally decentered men in my life. Like, I never was somebody that had like absolutely centered them, but I definitely did prioritize like dating and having like romantic partnerships. That's done. Like, I don't know, it was a couple of things that was clicking for me. I think a lot of it for me was just gaining more of an understanding about how like the patriarchal system works and the roles that we play in it and the harm that it does. And once I started to look around at just how complicit a lot of men, not even just complicit, but how a lot of them actively carry out misogyny, it was just like, oh no. Like, you wouldn't even want to be partnered with nobody like that anyways, that for real don't see you as a human and low-key gets a kick out of oppressing you when they can. So once that started clicking and I started really like observing a lot of the men that I like once found attractive, like they just immediately went to zero for me, because I was like, oh no. And a lot of these men are really perpetuating like rape culture and just harm against women daily without really giving a fuck. And a lot of them have daughters, which is really trash. Like, I don't know, like, I don't get it. Like, and one person I'll speak on in particular is Kodak Black. Like, there's literally like court documents floating around Twitter detailing how this man brutally raped and bit a child, and pled guilty to the sexual assault, did time for it, and he still gets a platform. He still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get rid of so many men up off my social media that was like still like sharing stuff about this person. Like, if he put out a new song, like, you're disgusting. Like, and the fact is, like, a lot of y'all are aware of the things that he's done and you still support, and it's really trash. And that is just one of the many ways, like I said, that men do still be like perpetuating like that rape and harm against women, like subtly. Like, they'll do it in their support of abusers. And if you're supporting an abuser, you're supporting the abuse. Let's just be real. And the thing is, y'all, I saw like a TikTok. I would see so many signs. Like I would see so many things that would just confirm to me that I was doing the right thing. And I know one in particular is like this older lady, this older black lady on TikTok. And I'll be listening to the older girls. I'm never too cute to flex on any advice that they have. Go ahead, bring it on, because if anybody knows, it's you. So they were just talking about how relationships are really just a distraction at a certain age. You know what I'm saying? And girl, it is. Like, your whole trajectory can get thrown off by just having your energy directed in the wrong pockets. And honestly, I just think it's funny how when I'm like actively talking to someone or engaged with someone, yeah, I'm getting things done. I'm always going to be somebody that pursues my goals, even if it's like bit by bit. But I just don't make like half the amount of progress when I'm worried about, where do I stand with this person? Or, what's going on with the communication with this person? Or, what's going to be the outcome with this person? Like, just thoughts about that due to the fact that you already have invested so much into something. And it's like, girl, why don't you invest in yourself? Because that's somebody that you know, and at the end of the day, you're not gonna question because you stuck with her. So it's like, why are you so pressed to invest in these iffy situations when this is the person you should have been investing in the whole time? Like, for real, not on the fake, like, oh, self-love, and like, no, like on some real self-love. Like, why are you even directing your energy into those pockets? Like, be like, for real. So yeah, and the other part of it, going back just to how harmful like misogyny is, like, I'm able to look back in the ways in which men have oppressed me, like dating and beyond. And there have been so many situations, like the serious situations with men that I've had where there was some jealousy going on. There was definitely some jealousy going on. There was always this obsession with humbling me. There was just like weird sly comments, or like, just I felt like attempts to get me like emotionally frazzled to the point that I couldn't carry out what I needed to carry out because they had already flopped in life. And I decay. Like, I can't do it no more. Like, I'm not trying to be with somebody that's secretly in competition with me, secretly wants to see me fail at the end of the day. Like, girl, I can't do it. Like, y'all gonna have to find somebody else. It's not me. And I will be moving forward with more self-actualized men that actually like know their role in this patriarchal system and that are actively trying to diminish the harm that they do while within this system, and that want to, I don't know, supply like a form of equity to me as a woman, like whether that be through just genuinely like pouring care into me and support into the things that I'm passionate about, because that society does not support that for me, especially as a Black woman. It just doesn't click. Like, it just doesn't click. Like, to me, it's like, how are you living in a patriarchal system where you benefit as a man, yet I'm leaps and bounds ahead of you economically? And literally the system of not only just like patriarchy has their foot on my neck as a woman, but I'm also getting ate the fuck up by racism. And I'm still leaps and bounds and leaps and, you see what I'm saying? Like, what do I look like? Let's be real. So a lot of that is dead. Like I said, I'll only be seeing self-actualized men as potential partners. And one thing that has helped me, y'all, is that I did create me a list of standards, boundaries, and expectations, because I did not have that before. I was really just out here, going at the dating world with the best advice I had. My mom did instill a lot of like positive I don't know, I guess I'll say dating practice, like vetting and stuff like that. She did like instill a lot of that, but she passed when I was 22, so we wasn't really in the meat and potatoes of dating like in your real adulthood. Like she knew about some college things I had going on, but I always wish I still had like her listening ear and advice for some of the things that I experienced like after that fact, like actually trying to date as an actual adult outside of college, and I just don't be having that advice. And I know for a fact she was always trying to instill standards, boundaries, expectations, but now I have a better grasp of what that needs to look like. And y'all, I will pull them up for you. Some things I will elaborate on, other things I will not. So give me just a second. Y'all, I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games. It's literally standards, boundaries, expectations, and deal breakers, sweetie. And then the other aspect of it is I'm not even for real interested in dating anymore. I have so many prospects in front of me in terms of like career and my creative endeavors that like that's the last thing on my mind for real. But if you do want to come in my DMs and try to waste my time, let's see what you got going on so I can make my way over to your page and do what I need to do. So here's the deal breakers, babe. Makes less money than me. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. I already told y'all why. If we're in a patriarchal system, you should be given a little something. It should be given a lot more than fighting for your survival and trying to get me to go 50-50. Absolutely not, because the system's literally set up for you, sweetie. So I don't know what's going on. Just dated white women. It's not going to work. And I will elaborate briefly on this. And this is just based off my own experiences. Like, when it comes to that, I've just noticed patterns for men that will date white women. And this is for those that are my race, of course. But it's typically either a tendency to want to get closer to white proximity in general, or they have a tendency to only date women that are on the lighter end of the spectrum, which is telling me you're a colorist, and it's absolutely unacceptable. I don't care. So yeah, I just be like, no. And again, like if I see that your whole dating history is all light-skinned women, have a blessed day. No self-awareness or accountability. I could not for the life of me understand how anyone is 22 plus years of age and still walking around with no self-awareness. That's very embarrassing, and please work on it. If you can never take accountability, that's just really immature to me. I'm not really, like, you can't even really have a dialogue with anybody like that, so no thank you. Amanda thinks that they are the prize. Girl, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Also found that the men that be thinking they're the prize is the ones that, again, they want you to audition for them to prove that you deserve the prize, and the prize is really nothing but just sex. They have nothing else to offer. So IDK, literally no emotional support or anything like that, just sex. No financial support, just sex. So they're the prize that you have to earn, and no thank you. No more mamas. No mama's boy. I've been off the mama's boy. No mama's boy. No more mama's boy. You could get in your mom's DMs on that one. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm not raising nobody else's son for the second time. Please leave me alone. If you're looking for a mother, she's not at this residence. Please leave me alone. I'm not your breadwinner. I'm not coddling you. You are at the wrong address. Okay, so has children. So I really had to think about this, because I was one of those ones that was low-key brainwashed. That was like, oh, well, you just have to accept somebody that has a kid nowadays, because most have a kid. And it's like, I don't have to accept that. Like, I can understand if maybe I was a little bit older and maybe someone had honored a woman in making her a wife, and then like had a kid with her, and things didn't work out, and they got a divorce, and you know they had a kid as a result. But if you just got a baby mama or baby mamas plural, and you didn't even honor that woman, nor did you feel compelled to stick around and make things work, and even if she wasn't your type, why are you out here without any sexual discipline, just making children? So no thank you. Y'all, there's a couple of other things on here, but I'm not about to do too much. But you know, like one thing that's big with me too is just like unwanted sexual energy. Like if that's how you either approach me, like if you come at me like just talking about like my physical attributes, no, never. And also like if we're just having basic conversation and it continues to go in a like sexual, goodbye. And then also like men that are just like obsessive about sex, like to the point that they like post it on their social media, like posting on their stories, and it's like in their likes, it's like, oh no, like absolutely not. Because it's just like, damn, is that all that's on your mind? Like literally sex, that's it, nothing else to offer, sex. So yes, y'all, enough of that. Let's clear the energy. I do have an announcement. So your girl is going to be launching Space Dreamin, which is an online talk show, on February 14th, y'all. So this is right around the corner. I'll actually be filming next weekend, so I'm really excited. I'm really, really nervous too, but I'm excited to share this with you all. So the show is going to be centered around concepts like technology, relationships, social media, current events, just all kinds of different things, but we're going to view it from a higher perspective. And I'm so excited, y'all. I'm doing all the writing, I've done all the production, and I'll also be the talent for the show. We're going to have lots of guest stars, and I've also been having a lot of fun doing the art for the promo of the show. So I'm just like, I'm over the moon. Honestly, I can't wait. And yes, the first episode is going to be on the 14th at 8 p.m. on this channel, like I said. And the first episode is going to be centered around the concept of being an outsider, what it means to be an outcast and to outcast others, and what that experience is like. Why do we outcast ourselves? Why do we outcast others? What are the benefits of being an outcast? Things like that. So I'm so excited, and I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I'm low-key nervous. So I'm just gonna let y'all see for yourself. And I thank you guys so much for all the support already. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say, y'all. I'm about to hop off of here. I've been chatting down. So yes, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.